We're going to be going live on a few of the platforms, kind of showcasing some of the stuff. I'm going to have a GoPro pretty much strapped to my chest the entire time or in my hand. Going to be filming with the phone, capturing as much content as humanly possible for you guys. So if there's anything specific that you guys want to see, please let me know. I'm going to be showing a lot of the stuff on my YouTube channel, truck_guru. You can find me. Not that hard to find if you really wanted to try. So if you guys want some of the coolest content out there, just go ahead and follow us and subscribe, obviously. Like and comment so we know what you guys want. And here we go. So with all that being said, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take you guys through and show you, the process of load in to Las Vegas, like putting a vehicle in its place, helping out a couple of my clients for that. And then we're going to kind of take you guys through the vehicles and give you guys a ton of content upload of not only my builds, but a bunch of cool builds at the SEMA show. A lot of stuff that the public doesn't get to see yet. First and foremost, it happens at SEMA. All the groundbreaking products and accessories and all the crazy concept cars and things happen right here in Las Vegas. So I'm going to be holding your hand and taking you guys around and showing you guys kind of what is SEMA and everything that entails. So stay tuned and hang out with us. So it's that time. Everybody's locked and loaded, headed towards Las Vegas. I myself, Truck Guru, part of my team, we have about 54 builds heading out, maybe a little bit more with our name on them. But I know we managed at least 54 from start to finish. It's been pretty chaotic this last week. Tempers have been flared. Chaos, ensued. Obviously, I've got stories for days. I could tell you people that would stress you out or make your blood boil, either one. Either way, all is good. We're heading to Las Vegas. We're going to hop on a plane in a couple days, and we are going to meet the crews out in Las Vegas. We're going to help a couple people load in their vehicle. We're going to show you guys the process and show you what it takes to have a SEMA build.
We made it, Las Vegas, SEMA 2022. Check out the brand new West Hall at the SEMA Convention Center.
Today has been a day. We're out here at SEMA, and we've had to run around and wrap vehicles, install lights, pick up parts, go to parts stores for missing things, bolts and such, paint parts. We've had to go and get tons of details. Right now I just picked up this vehicle from Details, a badass F-250 from my guy Jason Cho. Heading back to finish installing the wrap on a tailgate on a Chevy 3500 that's going with Fusion bumpers. So stay tuned as we kind of keep doing this thing.
Shout out to Pat Talbot of Talbot Wraps for coming in pretty clutch on the parking lot wrap job. Last minute bed switch for my boy Keaton at KM Metalworks. The full team grinded and we got it done. Stayed up till about 2:30. Everything was really cool. Another shout out I'd like to give is my buddy Del Martin, D Marty, on Instagram, guys. The dude is a savage behind the camera. As you can see from some of these still shots, these are some of the teaser photos that we received from Dale while we were at SEMA. Guys, if you don't already know, Dale is super affordable, and he's one of the most industry-renowned photographers for imagery, for product and accessories, vehicle still shots, pretty much anything. The guy is a wizard behind the camera. If you guys want to get a hold of Dale Martin, you can contact me and I can put you in contact. I believe it's dmarty78 is his Instagram handle. But if you need anything at all, Dale, again, is a wizard behind the camera, and you absolutely need to get shot by Dale. Now that we're here at SEMA, it's all about the setup, getting these vehicles inside of the SEMA show and parked in their feature vehicle or premium vehicle or booth vehicle allocations. That's not always an easy task. There's a lot of moving parts. Freeman is one of the people that goes the extra mile and works as a union to assist SEMA in all of the vehicles getting parked where they're supposed to be. So it's not an easy task. This year we had about 54 builds show up at the show. My phone is ringing off the hook, but everybody made it in their spots. It's a very crazy process, and everybody did a really good job. We were able to get all the vehicles in and parked in time and put where they needed to be. I was able to interview a lot of vehicles at the SEMA show. Well, not vehicles, of course, but people who own the vehicles. And as you can see, with 54 vehicles, we have a lot of vehicles to see. Here's a quick little rundown of some vehicles on the way. There's one of ours. right next to it. That's a husband and wife combo, two of the absolute most killer done trucks at the SEMA show, in my opinion. Those things are big and bad and awesome. And if you haven't got to see them, stay tuned for our walk around interviews of both of those builds. And if you want to see them in person, catch them at LST in Conroe, Texas, I believe in February. So now we were able to check out all kinds of vehicles, and obviously there are the two again, but we did have some fun ourselves. We went out to the Heart Attack Cafe, saw people not eat their food and get a spanking. Met up with my boy Pedro, who was one of my builds this year and a close personal friend of mine. As you can see, SEMA was absolutely packed. Anybody that tells you anything different is an absolute liar. I feel like the ROI for all the companies who exhibited was absolutely insane this year, buyers and everything else. Here's just a quick time lapse of us just walking through one of the halls. I believe this is the Central Hall, and as you can see, there's a ton of people. Things are so spread out because of the expansion of the West Hall and the 1+ million square foot that they added of footprint for vehicles to be parked. So you got a little bit of elbow room, whereas in the past you did not have so much elbow room. So I personally appreciate the fact that we're not trying to throw elbows or shoulders getting through, trying to make our way to our vendor booth and check out our sponsors' brand new latest and greatest products. Obviously, that's what the SEMA show is for. It's a trade show after all. It's not a car show. So you people out there that think otherwise, you're bananas. There was some really cool trucks at the show. This was one of my personal favorites. I just like this style. Lowered. Guys, I think in the future there's something lowered coming on for me. I'm not a real big fan of these types of cars. They're really cool and clean. Of course, our boy Blake Wilkie, one of his Baja Bugs, Beetles, whatever you want to call it, absolutely insane. He had a ton of stuff at the show. Shout out to Blake. KG1 Forge did an absolute crazy thing by wrapping the tram, and anybody saw that damn thing at the show, and it was insane. Here's some more shots of the crowd, which obviously you can see are crazy. We met up with our buddy D-Max Rhino. Shout out to Ryan over at D-Max Rhino. We were able to get him a Bronco at the SEMA show. We did interview him, so stay tuned for that interview. And, of course, we took a couple photos. So the last thing we did was the SEMA cruise. And everybody knows when it comes to SEMA, this is the absolute best part of the whole entire event. Here, my boy Fab Lab, Ryan Rutledge, and his beautiful smart car with an absolute crazy electric motorbike on the back. Like, who does that? Ryan. That's who does that. So, I mean, enjoy. This is a little bit of the cruise. I'm certain that, we have the whole thing, which we'll upload at a later date because I'm still waiting on all of my content to upload. But for now, this is some of the shots that I had on my cell phone. So please enjoy. Remember how I said Blake had all kinds of stuff at the show? Well, this is his brand new Beetle, and as you can see, the damn thing damn near pops a wheelie when he romps on the gas. It's really, really cool. Blake was showing off for the crowd. Of course, he's a crowd pleaser. Blake is a pretty awesome guy. If you guys don't follow Blake already, you need to go check him out on Instagram. I think it's like B Wilkie, something or another. Can't miss him. He's all over the place. Hundreds of thousands of followers. The dude's an absolute legend. If you don't know about Blake, look him up on Google and you'll see how Blake kind of came into the scene as far as getting known. Pretty cool. And here's a friend of mine. This guy is known for showing off. He loves the crab walk. My buddy Manny from Poppy's Garage in Florida. This dude builds some pretty crazy 6-wheel creations that do crab walking each way. He built a full custom air management system. The guy is an absolute genius when it comes to the development of things on the back end. Great fabricator, good friend of mine. Obviously had some really, really sharp builds at the show. So. Amanda is a husband and wife combo. Amanda's truck is the Enigma truck. It is a 2015 GMC Denali that she couldn't let her husband have all the fun, so of course she wanted to have her own build. And her and I and Richie and the guys over at BK Fab came up with this creation, and it's diamond wrapped. It's absolutely insane, and you cannot miss it at a show. I guarantee it. I look forward to it in the future and maybe some changes. And of course, here's her husband Richie. This truck is well traveled as well. Absolute insane creation. This is a dually on 30s, super single. Axe Wheels is the title sponsor. Check Richie out on Instagram or at a show or event. Also, shout out to Nikki with the big truck, girl with a big truck on the tracks. This is the freak show in parade form for Quake LED. These guys are known for hideous, impractical, crazy, over-the-top, off-the-wall creations. And every year they bring something wild. I think last year they had a Bronco that actually had a real grass wrap. So they grew grass on the side of a Bronco. I don't even know how they did it, but it was insane. As you can see, there's a Hummer on bags and hydraulics. I mean, it's insane. The bed was flopping around. They were bouncing it up and down. It was pretty damn cool. So we're back from SEMA, and my voice is starting to get back to normal. It was, to say the least, a very stressful, chaotic, crazy SEMA experience. From the moment I rolled into Vegas, being picked up, to working on vehicles nonstop till about 2:30 in the parking lots, getting everything ready just for last-minute things and dialing things in, all the way through the end of the show, getting the vehicles out, ushering everybody home, the whole 9 yards. It was just a crazy experience. And, we were prepared, obviously, but there are things that are unaccounted for as usual, and they tend to bite you in the ass. So such is SEMA. But I want to take this time to kind of thank everybody that was a part of the whole SEMA experience. Guys like Patrick Talbot, who jumped at the opportunity to wrap up some last-minute bedsides, tailgate, debadging. The guys that assisted us with installing some bumpers and some lights. The manufacturers, obviously, who continue to support us and help us out in everything that we do. Even to the detailers, guys, Vegas Boys, Frank, just literally Daniel, every single person out there who assisted us in any way, shape, or form. I personally want to take this time to thank you guys. We couldn't do this without a great team of people. Yep, and true, that's the transporters as well. So transporters are a big reason why we're able to get these vehicles to Vegas. So we cannot forget the transporters. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you guys. So we're not blessed and able to have all of this opportunity here for magazine covers and vehicles that we build just throughout the years. Without, great teams and villages of people who, pretty much assist us in doing so. And that goes to the shops who tirelessly bust their ass to get things done, and button things up in a correct way, to the last minute guys who just jump on board. If something's missing, they just help out, or they fill in a spot, or whatever the case may be. It literally takes a team of people. And if anybody tells you otherwise, that it's a me show, that's bullshit. I personally, I bust my ass, just working throughout the year, hundreds of hours per vehicle to get these things dialed in to the way that they are. And that doesn't stop at the show. I'm still turning wrenches or busting my ass, making sure shit gets done. And, again, guys, it's teamwork.